To maintain control over people is to keep a public willingly ignorant of the systems that enslave us, and the black foundation stone that it's built upon, the counterfeit kingdom and the beast systems. The fourth world on our horizons, the brave new world, will envelop the earth like all its wildernesses. We will all be subjected to its nature, its ancient prerogative. What sort of things are unhinging this agenda? Technologically induced climate change and the mass migration of peoples, coupled with a nanny state, the collapse of the dollar, and the disclosure of information to the public that we are being conditioned to receive and react accordingly through the subconscious lostness of the mind, delivering a sort of global existential crisis in effect. With our owners at the ready, with their predestined solutions of control and the powers to conquer close at hand, furthering the agenda and fulfilling scripture multidimensionally, the general public are confused and blinded by ego, fear, caught up by their desires and conveniences, blindly led astray, continuing to live and believing the lies we've been told and tell ourselves. We're taught a small spectrum of the dimensions of warfare and slavery, while our owners play multi-dimensional chess. But we're enslaved from billionaire to homeless, from state to household, swamped in debt, kept in check, toiling for the scraps of foreign owners.
But we no longer recognize truth, even though diversity reveals our distinctions. We are yet divided against truth, instead of being divided by truth. We ignore why the rainbow is what it represents, while celebrating its beauty in the wake of its destruction. This is a dark philosophy, and it has us focused on acceptance while control grows in the shadows. Despising your identity is a rejection of your birthright, putting you in disposition with truth. We reject ourselves and fear rejection, choosing to submit, rejecting reality. Within the balance of love and truth, the saving sanctification, our identity is our sovereignty, our inherited defense against centralization of control. While we're shackled from birth, while our politicians pretend to represent us, preferring to enslave us, as they couldn't serve us, playing on our tribalism, shoving rainbows down our throats, it's a betrayal, a bait and switch of a nation's greatest resource, its people. Once a special relationship was with men, and we were not so lost. Another relationship had taken hold. It was subtle and came with expediency. The generations that followed forgot all of that truly special relationship. And this was their tragedy, that they were incomplete, though they did not know why. Millions had been murdered in order to keep them from regaining the knowing of who they really were and the knowledge they lost long ago. We have become misguided in our leadership, convictions, and responsibilities, sailing into a great storm we are not prepared for. From observing what's happening on the world stage right now, our act for ourselves, not God's special act for us. Just from that basic observation, we are sailing into a storm that we're not prepared for.